Hey guys, real simple meal here. I have just a few things. These are chicken thighs. They're organic, obviously, either natural or organic. I forget which ones I bought. And all you need to marinate these things, I have some seasoning on there right now. There's a package of chicken thighs. I don't worry about the fat content. If you're real worried about it, you can cut it off, or you can use chicken breasts instead. I don't worry about fat content too much though. This is pepper, sea salt, and garlic salt. So I put each one of those on the top already. Now I'm going to add into the chicken balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to squeeze some lemon in there, and I'm going to make a marinade. So we got the balsamic vinegar. I'm not real crazy about an exact amount that I put in there. I just want to make sure there's enough to coat the chicken, so put a pretty generous amount in there. I don't know if you can see that, the lighting's a little messed up. Then I'm going to take the lemon, squeeze it on top, and again I want to get a fairly generous amount of the lemon. The seeds are going in there. I'm not too concerned about that. You might want to pick them out just so you don't end up eating those later. I don't mind too much if I eat them later. They get cooked and you can chew them real easily. Now I'm going to take this, flip it over, season the other side, put the lid on, put it in the fridge, and let it marinate for about 24 hours. Okay, so here's the chicken. Flip it over. I know sometimes it helps to see it instead of just me describing it to you. This is actually really tough to do, videotaping myself while I'm flipping chicken. Don't try to videotape yourself while you're doing this for the first time. You might get hurt. Have to go to the hospital. Okay, so we got that flipped over. Now we're just going to add a little bit of the salt. And again, I'm not somebody who worries about salt. Just make sure it's sea salt. Garlic salt. Real generous with the portions of spices here, because you want to add a lot of flavor. I don't like dry meat and I don't like bland meat. And then here's the pepper. I like pepper. You don't have to add pepper if you don't like it. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the balsamic vinegar. Okay, just to make sure that chicken is all covered with it. And squeeze a little bit more of the lemon. Looks like I'm going to need to cut up another lemon. I'll just take it from here. Alright, put that on there. Put the cap on. Now it's marinating. We're going to let that marinate for about 24 hours, maybe a little more. The longer you let it marinate, the better it tastes. So here's the chicken. It's been marinating since last night when I made the last video. Smelling pretty good right now. And then in this container, I cut these up earlier, so it'd be easier to cook them now than I'm at the end of the day. But these are a bunch of mushrooms at the bottom. They're cremini mushrooms. I washed them off and cut them. And I have one orange pepper and one green pepper all cut up, ready to go. So I'm going to saute these peppers, throw them on the pan over here, and I'm going to cook this chicken in the pan. And I'm going to mix it all together, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all put together. I've got the peppers in one pan, and honestly I was crowding the pan, so I decided to cook those first before I cooked the mushrooms. And here's the chicken in the other pan. I put the chicken in there, and I went ahead and poured the rest of the juice into it. I'm going to turn the heat up on that. It's about medium heat right now. The other one's at about a 4, low to medium heat. So we're going to go ahead and put the lid on the chicken. Here are the mushrooms, which I'm going to saute after I cook the vegetables. You can see the wine corks there. I'm going to have a couple of glasses of wine too. Not for myself. My girlfriend's coming up here. But there are the 2 glasses of wine all set to go. You should enjoy your food. So here we go. Alright, here we got the chicken all cooked up in the green and orange peppers. A little bit of burn on the outside of them, which kind of a caramelized flavor, which is real nice. And then the mushrooms are cooking in here. I'm sauteing the mushrooms. Guess which 3 spices I put in there. Salt, pepper, garlic, salt, no surprise. And we're cooking those. Alright, so I threw the mushrooms on top of the chicken and the peppers, and threw some fresh, uncooked raw green onions or scallions on top of that. So that's it right there. Unfortunately, I'm not eating this right now. I'm just going to save it because I'm going to eat something else right now. But that's it. Nice and easy to make.